Hello, welcome to Verbling. I'm teacher Oakley. Here with my last class of the year 2015. We are continuing our little bumpy on and off again series of classes looking at the 100 most mispronounced words, phrases, and idioms. Some of these are amusing. Now, this collection of 100 mispronounced words and phrases are actually words and phrases that are mispronounced by native speakers. That's how the list originates. I'm sharing them with you, language learners, English language learners, to prevent you from making the same mistakes that we make. That's the idea. As we go along, equally besides pronunciation here, really, we're doing a lot of vocabulary work. We're going to run across some words you probably don't know and talk about what they mean. Okay, as well as different aspects of English are kind of probably going to pop up. So, we still got a lot of words on the list to finish up today. I don't think we're going to be able to finish up, but we'll give it a shot. So let's get to it. Let me first do a little meeting and greeting and checking of microphones. Hello, Christian. Happy New Year.
Yes, good morning. I'm very proud to participate at the last lesson for Oakley lesson today.
Yeah, not last ever, but last of the year. Yeah.
The last,
Okay.
the last of the year. Yes.
Yeah.
Are you ready for the new year?
Yes.
Yeah.
Listen to my intonation there, Chris. Yes. I can't wait for 2015 to be over. This has not been a great year for me. So I'm very excited about the new year. Yeah. Woo. Absolutely.
What is the difference of time zone between Europe and Philippines? Maybe you pass the new year before us, so.
Oh, indeed. Yes. For example, right now, where I am sitting, it is 4 p.m., a little after 4 p.m.,
okay.
4 in the afternoon. It's
Okay.
almost time to start getting dark, actually. Okay, and Monica has joined us again today. Hi, Monica.
Hello, nice to see you again.
Likewise. How are you today?
I'm fine, thank you.
Glad to hear it. All right, glad you could join us again. Anatoly is also with us. Hi again.
Hello.
Hello. Welcome back. Jitendra. Hello. Is that right? Hello, Jitendra? Am I pronouncing your name correctly?
Yes, that's correct. Sorry.
Okay. It is correct? Okay.
Yeah, I was looking for my charger.
Oh, all right. Okay.
Sorry.
Where are you from, Jitendra?
I'm from Nepal.
From Nepal?
Uh-huh.
Oh, awesome. That's cool. Whose dog is that? I love your avatar, your icon for Google.
No, actually, I just got in the internet. That's not.
Oh, okay. All right. It's a cool looking dog. A good friend of mine used to have a dog that looked just like that. I thought you stole his dog. Yeah. Just kidding. Okay. Anyway, welcome to the class.
Sure.
All right. And Rebecca has joined us as well. Hi again, Rebecca.
Hello again. Thank you.
Okay. Here we go. All right. I'm going to now do a screen share with you, and we're going to talk about these very commonly, again, by native speakers, commonly mispronounced or even entirely misspoken words. I say entirely misspoken, as in this first example. You should not say Heineken remover, which is, of course, ridiculous. Christian, what should you say?
Heimlich maneuver.
All right. Well, your pronunciation is better than mine. Well, now I'm embarrassed. I've always called it Heimlich, like a hard CH.
Heimlich, you say it? Heimlich maneuver?
That's how I say it, yeah. How I've always heard it. I could be wrong, though. You sound more right than me. Okay, well, he's a U.S. surgeon.
Yeah,
So,
Heimlich is not a German name?
well, as you well know, people who live in the United States, none of them are from the United States. We're from everywhere else. So
Okay.
I'm sure it is a German name.
Hmm.
But when we see this in, many names, people move to the United States and their names get Americanized, or people simplify their name, either the pronunciation or the spelling or both. This is very common for immigrants into the United States to make it easier for people to pronounce their name. You know, no one's going to give you a job if your name is Mr. I can't pronounce your name. Sorry, I'm not hiring you. You know, I know that's pathetic, but it's true. You know, I'd be embarrassed every time I had to say your name. So people do that. So at least Americans say Heimlich maneuver. Okay, Christian, what the heck is the Heimlich maneuver?
Huh.
Do you know?
Don't know. No, I don't know. No.
All right.
Maneuver, it's employees. It's one person is working something, no? Maneuver?
Yes, maneuver means to move something. All right, if you're driving and you maneuver your car to miss a dog, you move, you turn the car. It's a move or a motion or an action, a maneuver.
Maneuver, it's man is working, for example, in delivery?
Well, maybe, but I mean, it's extremely broad. The word maneuver basically means move.
Okay.
All right, somebody who does a flip on skis, that's, oh, nice maneuver. Okay. A person who's working heavy equipment has to maneuver the crane or the bucket loader. He has to move it around. It basically just means move. Okay, but anyway, let me throw it out to the class. Does anybody know what the Heimlich maneuver is?
Is there something stuck in throat and then the doctor take it out, right? They use the technique called Heimlich maneuver?
Yeah, you're darn close. Okay, it's time for an actual demonstration of the Heimlich maneuver.
Chicken bone got stuck.
I've actually had to do this. I saved my best friend's life with this. It really does work. He was eating a hamburger and it got stuck in his throat. He started to turn like blue, you know, red and then blue. He really couldn't breathe for like 2 or 3 minutes. The fist is clenched like this, all right? So you have a little bit of a knob with your knuckles here, all right? Hard. You wrap them around your friend from the back and you push this right under the sternum and you jerk up like that repeatedly 2 or 3 times, and hopefully out comes the food. So good maneuver to know. Very simple, very straightforward, but it's good to know. When somebody starts choking, don't hit their back, don't reach into their throat. Just perform the Heimlich maneuver. It works like a dream. I kid you not, I have used the Heimlich maneuver to probably save someone's life. Can't be sure, but probably. I also, interestingly, Jitendra, I told you my friend had a dog that looked just like the picture that you have. That dog was so much fun, but so stupid. The dog would chase wood. And I'd thrown just a piece of wood. We were walking through the forest. I was walking my friend's dog for him, or whatever, just for whatever reason, and he got the stick stuck in his throat, and the dog was choking. So I attempted the Heimlich maneuver on the dog. I stuck my fist under his rib cage and yanked him, and it came out. It worked. So there you go. You can save a human. you can save your beloved pet. Really. So that's it, the Heimlich maneuver. And all right, that's one that often gets mispronounced. Here's another one, classic. Yes, in fact, I hear native speakers do this all the time. Monica, do not say height with a TH. Height. You do say what?
Height.
Yeah, okay, hang on. All right, I'll come around to your turn in a little bit. Monica?
Yes.
Yeah. You do say
Yes.
what?
Height.
Yeah, there we go. Okay. Because for wide, and because for the adjective wide, we have the noun width, many people make the error of saying high, height, but that's not right. Okay. Okay. Here's another weird one for you. Okay. Monica, how do you say this word here that I've highlighted?
I think earth.
Again?
Earth.
All right. Well, it depends. If you're an American or a British, most everybody else pronounces the H herb, but Americans do not. Okay. The initial H, as it says here, is normally pronounced outside America, and but not by Americans. Americans say herb, silent H. Okay. What is an herb, Monica? Here's a question for you.
Yeah. I don't sure. I think it's plant.
All right. Okay, you're getting closer. What's the difference between an herb? I'm sorry, and I'm American. I'm going to pronounce it without the H. What's the difference between an herb and a spice?
Well,
tricky.
well, I think herb is more general than space, and space is used for food to tasting.
Not exactly.
No.
Not exactly. Actually, there's a very easy definition, way to differentiate these two words. Herbs and spices come from plants, both. Herbs are the leaves. Spices are everything else. Cinnamon is the bark of a tree. Saffron is the stigma, the little flower part. Nutmeg comes from grinding the actual seeds or nuts of the plant. Okay, nutmeg, saffron, cinnamon, these are spices. But leaves like thyme, dillweed, dill, tarragon, basil, oregano, these are all the leaves. They are herbs. So now you know. See? You learned something. Happy cooking. Okay. Moving on. This is a weird one. Oh, okay. Anatoly, don't say hierarchy. You should say
hierarchy.
Okay. Very good. It's pronounced like hierarchy, like that. Right. Not hierarchy, but hierarchy. Okay. Anatoly, what is a hierarchy?
It is in society when somebody on the different level of society ladder.
Okay.
Usually inside company boss and
Okay.
on the top of hierarchy.
Good example. Yes, many businesses or companies are hierarchical. which is hard to say. Hierarchical. That's with AL at the end. The adjective version. Hierarchy is a noun. You're right. So they have different levels. The CEO is higher than the vice president, and he's higher than the department head, and he's higher than a manager, and he's higher than a supervisor, and so on and so forth. Exactly. Very good. Here's a mistake that even I make. Okay. All right. Jitendra, don't say parenthesis. Parenthesis. Do say
Parenthesis.
that's the first one. Do not say parenthesis. You should say
Parenthesis.
aha, parentheses.
C's.
Parentheses. Yes. Why? What is a parenthesis?
Actually, it's some symbol, right?
Yeah. It's this thing. Oh, no, not this thing. Whoops. Forgot my shift key. That is a parenthesis. Parenthesis. It's a single one, but nobody ever uses a single one except, of course, to make a smiley face. Right. You use a single parenthesis to make a smiley face, but you need parentheses to enclose an idea because you need two. So these are in parentheses, you're saying two. So this is one of those weird words, probably, I think coming from Latin, so, all right. One is cis, two is the C parentheses. Okay, Rebecca. Hello, Ken. Hi, Ken. Welcome.
Yes, hello. Thank you.
Oh, all right. Ken, I'll get to you in just a minute. Rebecca, do not say interpretate. Interpretate. I've definitely heard this one before, and I laugh when I hear it. It just sounds stupid to me, but I've heard it. Do not say interpretate.
Interpret.
Yeah, all right. Okay, all right. All right, well, the comment here is kind of interesting and worth looking at. The error results from the back formation of interpretation. Interpretation. So somebody's mixing up, people are mixing up interpret with interpretation. Okay. All right, what is interpret?
Interpret is when you say something and it's the idea I get, you know, from you said.
Right. Your understanding or your perception of what it means. That's right.
Yes.
Is how you interpret
and
it.
Sometimes it's not the same what one says and the other one interprets, you know?
Yeah. In that case, Rebecca, we misinterpret. Oh.
Okay. Misinterpret.
Oh, there you go. I misinterpreted what you said. I'm sorry, I didn't understand you. Right. Okay. So that's obviously the negative there. Okay. Very good.
It could be a kind of misunderstanding.
Misunderstanding.
Misunderstanding, yes.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
Yes, if you misinterpreted somebody, you would have a misunderstanding. For sure. For sure. Yes, absolutely. Here we go. This one is a classic. Native speakers do this all the time. Really, 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 all the time. Ken, really, we should not say irregardless. This is actually not a word. Oh my God, Americans say this all the time. Irregardless. It should be what?
regardless.
Okay. How do you use this word, regardless?
Regardless. Regardless. I forgot. Regardless to say or something. I don't know.
Okay. Regardless basically has the meaning of it really doesn't matter. We do this as a connective to indicate that something really doesn't matter. It doesn't affect the outcome. This is the idea. Okay, so let's see.
Regardless of ages.
Okay. Yes, we can all find love, Ken, regardless of age.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you can fall in love when you're 15. You can fall in love when you're 100.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Very good. Okay. Right. Please do not say irregardless. This is an extremely common native speaker mispronunciation. Really, it is. Okay. Here's another really common one. Christian. Jewellery. You should not say jewellery. How should you say it?
Jewellery.
Excellent. Oh, you're good. I myself have to be careful not to do this. I know that it should be jewelry, but it's really hard. I have to concentrate to not make this mistake. I don't know why. All right. What is jewelry?
Jewelry, it's something you want to offer to your wife, you know, and it's like a ring, something, you know. Yeah. It's yes.
Yes.
It's a gold, for example. Gold is like a ring, or
often made from precious metals or with precious stones or precious gems. Right. Designed necklaces, earrings, rings, bracelets, etc. Are jewelry.
Yeah.
Okay. Ken, you have a problem with Joel?
Yeah, I thought it is Joel, but Joel.
Well, that is a tricky one, Ken, because we have this stupid thing that happens where people, you be careful, Ken, because you could meet one guy with this same name and say same spelling, and he may say, "Oh, I'm Joel."
Okay.
And you can meet another guy, and he'll say, "I'm Joel."
I see. It's at random. Okay.
Yeah, it's somewhat random. I think it actually has to do with people that I've seen this in America before, and I think some people or their origins are from one country and the others are from another country, so it's pronounced, even though it's the same name, it's pronounced differently. So actually, this happens with a few.
He came from Connecticut. He said it's Joel, not Joel, but it's up to people. Okay, I got it.
Yeah, it's one of those things. All right. Okay. The next one. All right. Well. Okay. Just do it. Nor this. Okay. Okay. All right. Well, how should we pronounce this, Monica?
It's just.
Just do it. All right. Okay. All right. Well, what is this word? As opposed to the adjective just. What is the adjective just, Monica?
The meaning is when you have already done something. You say, for example, I just do it.
Okay. Well, that's All right. Yes, that's an adverb meaning.
The adjective.
We're
The
showing
adjective, I don't
time.
remember. Yes.
Ah, okay.
I don't remember the meaning of the.
The adjective? He's a just man, meaning he is fair to everyone, coming from justice or related to. Actually, justice comes from just. Related to justice. All right, okay. Justice, doing what is right and fair. Fairness. It was a just decision of the court. Okay. Now, I really don't know. Just do it. Yeah, I have heard accent people saying gist, but gist is a word. It's a different word. Monica, do you know the word gist?
No, I don't know.
It's not gist with a. I'm sorry. It's gist with a J. Sorry. Is that right? No, it is with a G. I'm sorry. I was right the first time. Gist. The gist of something is a summary, or the basic simplified summary. Yeah, I get the gist of your idea. I understand mostly. Maybe I don't understand every detail, but I get the gist. Very common phrase. You get the gist. Yeah, I get the gist. Okay, so we don't want to reduce just to gist. It really shouldn't be reduced.
Buenas, ¿que estás sin cama todavía?
Sorry?
Ah, vale. Me esperé. Ah, putada. Sí, lo pasamos muy guay. La verdad que tenía...
Oh, I think Rebecca has a phone call. Yeah, okay. Oopsie. Thought she was talking to me. Okay, now, all right, one is the adjective meaning, and we talked about the adverb meaning. Here's the thing. The mistake here is sometimes this word gets reduced in reduced English. This is wrong. Adjectives, adverbs, nouns, and verbs should never be reduced in pronunciation. We need full pronunciation. These are content words. They actually have meaning. Function words, the grammatical words like pronouns, prepositions, conjunctions, auxiliary verbs, articles, these things you can reduce the pronunciation, and that's fine. So here's the mistake. Sometimes people reduce pronunciation of this word, but you shouldn't because it's a content word. All right, that's the idea there. Anatolie's gone. Huh? Okay. All right. Jitendra.
Yes.
All right. You should not say the Ku Klux Klan, although everybody does.
Yeah.
It actually is
Ku Klux Klan.
Very good. Who are these guys?
This guys are like white supremacist group in southern part of America.
That's it. White supremacists. They like to dress up in white sheets and burn crosses.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, a very, very sad part of American history and culture.
That's what they call KKK also, right?
Yes, and they're commonly referred to as the KKK as an acronym. You are absolutely correct. Okay. What does this mean? What do these words mean? Who knows? I have no idea, and I have no desire to find out. I could care less. The sooner forgotten, the better. Goodbye, KKK. Just my opinion. Okay. Here's an interesting word. Rebecca, don't say Rebecca, are you still on your call?
No, sorry for that. I didn't realize my microphone was open.
Not a problem. All right. Do not say Lambaste. I don't know anybody who says that. That's a new mispronunciation to me. What should you say?
Lambaste.
Yeah. They rhyme.
Lambaste. I don't know. I don't know the meaning.
Okay. Oh, good word. It's a verb to lambaste someone. Ah, I haven't heard this word in a long time, but people in my family used to use this word.
Lambaste.
This brings back memories. All right. If you lambaste somebody, you really let them have it. Yeah, you let them have it with both barrels. Yeah, you don't hold back. You totally, roll over them. If you're attacking someone verbally and you lambaste them, you say everything that's wrong with them. You use every curse word in the book. You can use it about, for example, sports. Oh my God, my favorite team got lambasted. My favorite soccer team lost 14-0. They were totally lambasted. To be slaughtered, killed, crushed, crucified, and utterly destroyed. Lambaste. Yeah. Good word to add to your vocabulary. Okay, moving on. Ken. I've never heard anybody mispronounce this as Larynx. I've never heard that. But anyway, it is called a what?
Larynx.
Wow.
Larynx.
There we go. That's better. Larynx. Larynx. 2 syllables. Larynx. Okay. Larynx. I don't even understand this mistake. I don't know anybody who says this. But Ken, what is a larynx?
Larynx. I don't know.
Is it a small animal from South America?
Oh, really? Small South America.
That's what it sounds like, but no, that's not it.
Okay. It sounds like Linux to me.
Linux? Yeah. It's a type of computer.
Yeah.
It often breaks down.
Yeah.
No, it's not that. No. It's actually a part of the body.
Yeah, the shrew. It's like behind the shrew, no?
That's right. You need your larynx to sing. Okay, like a singer would cancel a concert, Ken, if they had a swollen larynx. The doctor looks at this. This swells when you get like strep throat or tonsillitis or whatever. You get some diseases, it tends to swell. Yeah, it's in the back of your throat, or actually in your throat. It's the part of your throat you swallow with.
Okay.
All right. So that's your larynx. So now you know. Okay, this next one's ridiculous. I don't know anybody who says this, but okay, whatever. Christian, don't say Laura Norder. Laura Norder. Oh, lar. I get it. Saying the first word is lar. That's
Law and order.
Thank you. Yes, and native speakers do. I don't know about the whole phrase, but they do certainly mispronounce law. That's against the law. I have definitely heard that before. Like, okay, this is American Southern accent, a sar. We need a sar to sar the wood. You're going to gnar on something. No, you're going to gnaw on it. All right. How about this phrase, Christian? What's the purpose of this phrase? Law and order.
Law and order, for example, the policeman need to respect and ask to respect to the people law and order. And
right.
the attorney makes the law, and the policeman makes the order.
Okay. The policeman, we often use the verb keep. Policemen keep law and order. Yeah.
Keep law and order, yeah.
On the streets, yeah. These words just go together. They're very commonly spoken together. They're just co-located together with and. Very interesting thing about some phrases like this, like law and order, or bed and breakfast. There's a few phrases like this, okay? You have to, grammatically speaking, you have to be careful. Law and order and bed and breakfast, these two things, this is considered one thing. So you don't, like if it's a subject noun, you don't need to conjugate the verb, you know, bed and breakfasts sell. You wouldn't say bed and breakfast sells. Okay. All right, it's one thing. It's considered one thing. Law and order is considered one thing. There's a few of these phrases that are so tightly stuck together, they're actually conceived of in English as being one singular thing, not two separate things combined with and. All right. Moving on, Monica. Don't say leash. You should say what?
Leash.
Lease. Yeah, with S sound. Lease. Okay. All right. Yeah, I don't hear this one mixed up too often, but what do these two words mean? They are two words, distinct words. What do they mean? The first one, Monica, what's a leash?
I don't know. I know the second one, but the first one, no.
Okay, well, let's talk about the second one. What's the second one?
The second one, I think, is a synonym of rent out.
Yeah, rent. Yeah, you can lease a car. You basically rent. You pay once a month. That's right. You have a contract and you pay money at regular intervals. That's a lease. A lease can refer to the actual physical contract or the actual idea or the more abstract idea. Right. A leash is something you might need for a dog. Monica, many communities have leash laws. So a leash, you put a collar around the dog that goes around their neck and you attach a leash to the collar. All right? So if your community has a leash law, it probably means you must legally have your dog on a leash out in public. Okay? Monica, what do you suppose it means if I say my wife has me on a short leash? What do you think I mean?
I don't know.
Okay, my wife has me on a short leash. A leash is what we use to control a dog when we're walking him. So if my wife has me on a short leash, it means she doesn't let me go out. She keeps me nearby. She knows where I am at all times. She controls me very tightly. That's the idea. Okay? You see? This is an idiom. You can. His boss has him on a short leash, meaning his boss controls him. His boss doesn't let him do any independent thinking, any independent projects. He's got to stay near the boss and do exactly what the boss says. That's the idea. Here's an interesting one, and this one, I would say these two words are often confused. Anatoly, welcome back.
Thank you.
Okay, Anatoly, don't say libel. Say
Liable. Liable.
liable. Yes, 3 syllables. Liable. Now these are definitely two distinct words. What do they mean? Okay, the first one, Anatoly, libel.
I'm not sure. Liable. Maybe something which represent product. Label. No, it is label.
That's label. Yeah, different vowel. Yeah. Okay. Now I always get these two mixed up. They are defamatory statements when you derogatory statements when you say something bad about somebody. something very negative, possibly even a lie. Now I get these two words mixed up on I have myself. Slander and libel, very meanings. If you libel something, it is written, such as in a newspaper. If a newspaper prints something that's not true about someone, they may be liable for libel. Yeah, they can get sued. They can be taken to court for printing false, derogatory information. Slander is something that's spoken, publicly spoken. All right, like a politician says something in a speech that is defamatory, derogatory. Somebody can sue them for emotional damage or something like that. Okay, so there you go. Liable, they would be liable for the damages, for emotional damages. He can take him to court. If you're liable, again, 3 syllables, you can be sued. You can be taken to court. You're legally responsible is the idea of liable. All right. Companies worry about being liable for accidents. So that's sometimes we buy insurance so that we're not liable. We can't be sued. We can't be made legally responsible for something.
Okay, I have a question.
Yeah.
Can you say, for example, I am liable of this project? Or I am accountable of this project?
I am accountable. That would be
better.
That would be much better.
Okay.
We do use this in another way. I am liable. Okay, I'm liable.
In which context you say it? For example, you use liable and accountable, because for me these two words is the same signification.
I'm sorry. Could you say again?
Yes, accountable and liable for me it's the same signification. No.
No. I'm accountable. You're accountable to your boss, but that doesn't mean that he's going to take you to court if you forget to send an email. All right. You're responsible to send an email, but you can't go to jail. If you don't. All right. Liable means you're actually legally maybe going to end up in court about this. It has another meaning, meaning that you're likely to do something. For example, I am liable to have an alcoholic drink tonight, Christian. I'm liable to do that, meaning it's quite likely. Yeah, it's predictably likely for me to actually go ahead and have a cocktail this evening. All right, Happy New Year. Okay, so there we go. Libel and slander. Libel is written, slander is spoken, but they both mean the same thing. To say something really bad about somebody that's not true. Okay, next. Yes, I've definitely heard native speakers mess this one up. Okay. All right. Jitendra, do not say library. You should say. Jitendra, are you there?
Hello?
Hello.
Yeah.
Hi. Don't say library. Say
library.
Yes. That's right. I have definitely heard many Americans say library. Very wrong. I've always thought it sounded completely stupid, but I've definitely heard it. This is very true. The comment is worth noting. English speakers, especially Americans, really don't like to use 2 R's in the same word. No, we don't. No, we definitely don't. It's really hard to say words like irregardless. Oh, irregardless is not a word. I shouldn't even say that. Yeah, right. I just made the mistake I just told you all not to make.
It should be regardless.
Regardless. It should be regardless, right? I was trying to think of another word. Irregularly. There, that's the word I meant to say. It just came out of my mouth the wrong way. Irregularly. I hate saying that word. It sounds so wrong. For some reason, 2 R's in a word. February is another one. You should pronounce the R's if they're in the word, but we English native speakers hate doing it. All right. Obviously, well, maybe not obviously, but I think you know what a library is, Jitendra. Yeah.
Where we can find book, magazine, nowadays ebook.
Nowadays ebook. All right. Yeah. We can talk about our own personal library. Do you have a personal library, Jitendra? Do you have many books at home?
Oh, yes. I have a lot of engineering books.
Oh, okay. All right. You can refer that as your library. It's okay to do that. Yeah, I have many engineering books in my library. Okay. This next one I really don't understand. Oh, yes, I do. Okay. All right. This is a weird one. Okay, Rebecca. All right.
Okay. Longlived. Don't say that, and say longlived.
Longlived. You should say long-lived.
Lives. Long lives. Long lives.
Long-lived.
Long-lived. Long-lived. What is that? A long life?
Yeah, having a long life. Okay. Long-lived.
What's the difference between long-lived and then?
Well, it's not live. Okay, well, everyone gets confused with live and live and all that fun stuff, so let's take a quick run at it. Okay. Okay, first of all, you have the nouns. Life with an F, and then as most nouns that have an F, like knife, knives, wife, wives, life, lives. It's a long E, long I sound, lives. Next we have our verb, to live. Okay, which is what we're looking at here. And then you have your adjective, which is live, as in a live concert, a live performance. So it's not long-lived. That's not right. This is not actually an adjective. You're actually working on the verb, so it should be long-lived. That doesn't make sense. Long-lived. Lived means, you know, present in the actual physical space. So that doesn't really make sense, does it? Long present in the physical space. That's nonsense. Long-lived, on the other hand, having a long life is the idea. Okay. You can also use adjective short-lived, many-lived, short-lived, short-lived. Ah, I'm sorry. Short-lived, triple-lived. Oh, I'm saying it backwards. The whole time I've been saying it backwards. Totally backwards. And now that I see the other examples, short-lived. Short-lived. No, that's right. Short-lived. Okay. Many-lived, triple-lived, short-lived, short-lived, short-lived. Oh, okay, now I've confused myself here. Oh, it is not derived from the verb to live, so I guess I'm wrong. You can't say that, but from having a long life, it should be pronounced accordingly. So I guess it is supposed to be long-lived. Wow, that's weird. Okay, well, here's one that confused the hell out of me, to be honest. Yeah, we all say, everybody says short-lived or long-lived. But these other ones, many-lived or triple-lived. Weird. Okay, but the idea is having a long life. Okay. Well, that's weird. Well, why isn't it long-lifed then? Why is it V? That's annoying. Okay, I'm sorry. Anyway, sorry everyone, having an argument with myself. My last argument of the year. I'll argue with myself. I guess it's supposed to be long-lived. Even I was confused and backwards on that one. It is not derived from the verb to live. Huh. Okay, I corrected myself. Sorry about that if I confused anyone. Ooh, let's move on. That's terrible. Okay, Ken. Don't say masonry. 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 That sounds weird. What should you say?
Masonry.
Masonry. It should be 3 syllables. Masonry.
Mm-hmm.
What is masonry?
I don't know.
No idea. Do you know what a mason does?
Mason. I know the Mason as a name, but I don't know the meaning.
Okay. Mason works well. Masons have been around for a long time, and their materials have increased, but basically they work with stone. So a mason lays bricks or stone or tile. Okay. Any kinds of bricks, stone, tile. That's all those things are examples of masonry. All right. Okay. Tile work, stone work, brick work. All right. Masonry. Okay. Christian, back to you. You should not say mauve. Mauve.
No, say move.
Move. Yeah, that's better. Okay.
Yeah, move.
Okay. Mauve. Okay. So this is wrong with the W sound. Mauve. It should be pronounced more like mauve. Mauve.
Oh, you said mauve?
Yeah, more of an ow sound. Here, down here.
Mauve.
Should still be pronounced mauve. All right.
It's exactly the same in French, you know, mauve.
Yeah, and that's what they're saying. This word has not moved far enough away from French to assume the English pronunciation. All right. It should still be pronounced exactly the French way, apparently. I'm moving it. I don't know. I don't know. Some of these explanations I disagree with. I don't care. All Americans know what this word means. We all know what this... What is this, by the way, Christian? What is mauve?
It's a color.
Yes, it is. What's it close to?
To move. It's close to move, for example.
No. What color? Is it close to blue, yellow, orange, red, purple?
Is more purple, reds, between red and purple.
You got it. That's it. All right. Most Americans pronounce this as mauve. Mauve. More like M-W-A-V. Mauve. But I suppose it's wrong. It's a borrowed word. Once we steal your word, we'll do whatever we want with it. That's my opinion. Okay. Next one here, Monica. You should not say mayonnaise, although I will tell you, Native American speakers all say mayonnaise, 99.99%. But the proper pronunciation is what?
Mayonnaise.
Yes, that is correct. I think British people, my British coworkers said mayonnaise, but Americans definitely say mayonnaise. But we also use the short form Mayo, in which you actually obviously hear the Y. Okay. What is mayonnaise? Mayonnaise. What is it?
Well, it's sauce that you make with eggs
Mm-hmm. Egg yolks and oil.
and oil, of course.
Yeah. Do you ever make your own homemade mayonnaise? Mayonnaise? Aioli?
Sorry, could you repeat?
Do you make your own homemade mayonnaise?
No, I've
Yeah.
never done mayonnaise.
No? Okay.
I prefer by the bottle.
Ah. It's completely a different thing when you make your own. It's
Yeah.
absolutely different. Aioli sauce. It's basically garlic mayonnaise. I make my own. It only takes a minute. It's not very hard. Okay. Moving on. Anatoly, you should not say miniature. What should you say?
I should say miniature.
Very good. That's right. Miniature. Okay. Nonetheless, when we have this break here between two vowels, notice correctly, Anatoly stuck kind of a Y sound in there. That Y sound, or sometimes we use a W, in English that's called a glide. A glide is used to separate two vowel sounds. So what that does is create a separate vowel sound and a separate syllable. Miniature. So really it should have 4 syllables, not 3. Miniature. Okay, what is miniature?
It is something small.
Yeah. Something smaller than normal. Like a miniature poodle, for example, is one of those toy poodles, one of those tiny ones, not the regular size. So we usually use miniature to say something small, but that's something that normal size would be bigger. Okay, last one we have time for today. All right. Jitendra, do not say mute. You should say what?
Moot.
Moot. Very good. These are 2 different words. I have heard people make this mistake before and think it's kind of silly. You got to be careful. These are 2 different words. What is the first word? Mute.
Silent.
Very good. That's correct. How about the second word? Moot.
Debate. Hot debate.
Yeah, it's usually very frequently used co-located with a point.
Discussion. Yeah.
A moot point. Or the point is moot. Yeah.
Debatable.
Well, not debatable. Well, yes, debatable, but it's a moot point. We can debate it forever. The idea is we can debate it forever, but it's actually unimportant. It actually has no effect on the outcome or solution. It's a moot point. It's pointless to talk about. Is the idea. Yeah, it's we'll get nowhere with this point. All right, it's not. It's it has no bearing. Okay. All right, guys, I'm out of time. You know what? I'll see you guys next year. All right, I'm out of here. Woo, peace. All right, guys, thank you very much.
Happy New Year.
Hope you enjoyed this year's classes. We'll try again next year. All right.